All right. Hello and welcome back to another session of Fit Essentials Basics today. It's Thursday. We did end up having class on Tuesday, but you were here on Monday. We talked about how we're going to practice getting down on the ground today, or if you want to get down on a couch or bed. If you are in a position that you're like, look, I don't have equipment for that. I don't have the space for that. I don't feel ready for that. Then just hang out. We're just going to do it in the beginning while lie on our backs, working on some bridging motions. But if that's like not a go for you, if you feel like you're not going to be safe to get down and up, then please make those adjustments for yourself. Otherwise, we'll do our breathing first and then make our way down to the floor. And I've got my bench back here. I'm going to demo the first one. Hopefully my bench will be stable enough, like I'm on a bed or a couch. But if you do have a floor to get on down to, we'll come to the floor. I'll come down to the floor in the second round. But we're not going to be getting on and off. We'll do all of the first set, and then we'll come back up to our feet for the rest of the class. Alrighty, but like I mentioned, we're going to start up on our feet like we normally do with our spinal cord breathing. So go ahead and come on up. All right, so get our feet just underneath our hips, standing nice and tall. We're just going to warm up our spinal cord and our rib cage and our spinal column a little bit here. So you're going to breathe in, lift up, bring the hands around, forearms and palms together, and then gently exhale. Tuck yourself into a little ball here. Pull the chin in towards your chest. On your next inhale, lift the chest. Divide the arms, squeeze your glutes as you gently arch, looking up towards the ceiling or sky. And then you'll reverse that. Exhale, pull the belly in, round those shoulders forward, tuck your head down towards the chest. And then inhale, lift. We'll do about 3 to 5 of these, nice and gradual, open through the chest and shoulders. Beautiful, Shirley. There you go. And then exhale, close it down. Nice, Laura, nice and smooth. Keeping just a little bend in the knees. We're gonna go one more cycle. Breathe in, lift up, open the chest and shoulders, peering up, and then exhale, fold down and in. So our last one. Go ahead and release those hands down, standing up nice and tall. And now if you have somewhere that you can lie down, I invite you to either make your way onto the floor, onto a table, or not a table, onto like a couch. We want to lie on our back. So I'm going to demo here on the bench to start. So as you come on down, just nice and slow, pull the belly in and make your way onto your back. And we're going to use our time down here on the floor to loosen up our low back a little bit as well as the hips. So once you're down, start by keeping your left foot flat on the floor of the bench and bring your right knee in towards the right shoulder, hugging that leg in. If you're comfortable to do so, you can go ahead and roll that ankle around on that right foot. 3 to 5 one way, and then switch directions, 3 to 5 the other. Very good. From there, set the right foot back on the floor of the bench, and then bring your left knee towards your left shoulder. And then ankle rolls on that left foot. Very good. Switch directions of the ankle rolls. Roll the ankle the other way. Very good. Then go ahead and place that foot back. From here, you're going to extend your left foot out straight on the floor of the bench, extend the left leg, and pull that right knee back up towards the chest. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your right knee and just gently pull it across your body towards your left shoulder, just to change up that stretch a little bit. And you can hold it still, or you can glide it up and down a little bit. We call this like a glute stretch, similar to what we do in the chair. And just breathing gently as you do so. Very good. When you're ready, we're going to switch legs. So place that right foot down, pull the left leg up, and you want to extend your right leg straight out. So it's extended out on the ground or on your couch. And now with your left knee, you're going to pull it across the body lightly towards the right shoulder, either holding it stationary or gently gliding it up and down. Very good. After we finish this leg, we're going to go into our first set of our glute bridges. So once you're finished with that leg, you're going to bend both knees, Both feet either flat on the ground or flat on your bench. Bench, couch, bed. From here, have your head so you're looking straight up towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, you're gonna just think about rolling your hips back into the floor, pushing through your feet. And you don't have to be extreme here, but just gradually lifting your hips up. So starting to create a little bridge of your hips. Seeing how far you're comfortable to bring them, squeezing the glutes. And then when you're ready, gradually bring your spine back down, one segment at a time. Lowering down to the mat, down to the bench. Resting there for a moment. And then when you're ready, same thing, rolling the hips back, pushing that low back into the floor, and then gradually lifting your hips up off the bench or the floor. Squeeze your bum. That's what we're doing this for, to kind of wake up that back side of the body. And then find your rhythm here, bringing it back down. We're gonna spend about another 30 seconds. So on your own, rolling the hips back, gradually bringing them up and forward. And think chin towards your chest. As you get those hips a little bit higher, you'll start to get a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Very good. Maybe one more here. Roll the hips back. Gently push those hips up and forward. And then once you come down for the next one, just take a pause, take a rest. Very good. Once you're fully resting, if you're comfortable to do so, you can rock your legs side to side. Like imagine your feet are like windshield wipers, dropping your knees to one side and then up and across, dropping your knees to the other. I still have my feet about hip width apart. So lowering my legs to one side, up and across, nice and gradual, taking them to the other side. Very good. This should feel good. And opening through the lower body, the hips and the back. Just move yourself in a little bit different orientation. Very good. From those windshield wipers, if you're comfortable to do so, we're going to work that double knee to chest. So see if you can bring both legs up and then hug them into your body. Pull that chin, and we're going to hold this one about 30 seconds. You can just close those eyes and gently rock your body side to side. Fantastic. Gradually make your way out of that position, bending your knees, placing your feet back down on the bench or the floor. And I'm just going to come down to the floor for a second. So we're going to go back to those bridges for one more cycle, but I'm just going to lower myself back here. All righty. So when you're ready, we're going to spend another minute practicing this bridge. So lying flat, feet flat. Roll those hips back to push that spine to the floor, and then think about one segment at a time. Go ahead and gradually start to lift your hips up in the air. Think about lengthening through that low back. So if you start to get any kind of a pinch, just come back down. Slowly lowering your spine down to the floor, resting as needed on the bottom. And then when you're ready, roll them back and in. Squeeze those muscles of your lower abdomen. Nothing to prove here, not trying to see how high you can get them, just getting a nice opening up and down. Spend about another 20 seconds or so, a couple more reps. Lift them up. These are fantastic exercises to do in the morning before you even get out of bed. You can just spend some time on your back, loosening up your hips, loosening up your spine. Maybe one more bridge. Bringing it back and in, lifting it up, and then gradually coming back down. All right, when you finish that last bridge, one more time, either one leg at a time into the chest or both legs together. Pull them in and just very gently rock yourself side to side. Fantastic. Once you finish that stretch, take your time. We're going to make our way back up to standing. So just depending upon where you are, you can roll to one side, coming on to all fours. If you have a chair or anything nearby to help you, we're just going to have gradually make your way back up to standing. You can use your chair here to push down into the chair, set one foot down, use your arms and legs. Making her way on up. Excellent job. Taking your time here, I'm just gonna reset where the bench is for the moment. Once you make your way on up, let's grab some water. Nice work. All right. Wasn't so bad. All right, so once you're back on your feet, let's get the blood back through the body, and then we'll start to get a little bit more movement here. So we warmed up our ankles. We're gonna start standing nice and tall with a little side step here. A little side step and arm swing, opening through the chest and shoulders. See if you can alternate which hand's on top, which hand's on bottom as you swing them in front of your body. Good. As I swing them back, I rotate the palms forward, opening the chest a little bit more. Excellent. All righty, maybe one or two more. And rest. Next, we're gonna open up our hips, starting with your left hip. So you'll place your right foot down nice and solid, step that left foot back, and then you're gonna take your left hand to the right shoulder. Think about standing up tall out of the hips. Grab onto that left elbow. Before you rotate, just gently shift that hip forward, squeeze the glute, and now use your right arm to pull your body around towards, use your left arm to pull your body around to the right. Staying tall as you do so, turn the head and neck as well. And breathe, couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Come back to the front. Good job. Step the back foot in and switch sides. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps back. Right hand to the left shoulder. Reach around, grab that outer arm, lifting up out of those hips. First thing we're gonna do is shift that hip forward. So squeeze the glute and then rotate, pulling that right arm around this time, turning to your left. Continue to squeeze the glute on that trail leg. Turn the head, couple more breaths here. And release, good job. Swing it back around. Fantastic. All right, you can either go back to open the hips just like we did. If you're ready for a little bit bigger challenge, we're gonna reach for that foot for the quad stretch. So feel free to balance on something. Make sure you're nice and stable as you reach for that foot. Looking to grab on. Very nice. Pet the dog and then grab the foot. Beautiful. 10 more seconds if you can hold it. Make sure you aren't forcing anything. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set that side down. Same thing on the other side. Lifting on up. Grab that foot. Balancing here. Good job. Stay focused. Keep that little bend in that support leg. In 3, 2, 1, and set that foot down. All righty, come on back to the center. We're getting ready to start our next piece. We're gonna be doing the step ups. If you have a little step stool that you can step up on. If you don't have a step stool, go ahead, you're gonna warm this up with me first. We're gonna warm up some giant steps, and then we'll have the option to go to a step stool if we'd like. So let's practice our giant steps first. We're gonna do about 5 to 10 on each side. We're gonna stand nice and tall. We're gonna do all on your left leg and then all on the right. So as you step back, keep your left foot forward, step your right foot back, reaching your arms out to help with that counterbalance, chest nice and tall. Then you wanna think about driving through that front foot, come up and forward. Option if you feel stable to lift that leg up, coming into like a high knee. So I reach the arm out, I step back, I step forward, and just a little lift of that leg to high knee. Good, let's go 3 more on this side. Back, heel down, forward, balance if you'd like, lift. Beautiful. Good, Shirley. Back, reach up, lift. 1 more. Back and up. Good job. Once you finish that side, same thing, other leg. About 5 on the other side. Long step back, stepping it forward. Option that high knee. Don't feel like you have to. Good. While you're finishing that, I'm going to run and grab my step stool. I forgot that. Be right back. All right, once you finish that side, go ahead and rest. In between after we do our legs on each side, we're gonna be doing our plank row. Renegade if you're on the ground, or elevated plank position, one elbow and then the other. You'll have your feet a little bit wider, okay? We're just warming it up right now. You'll hold nice and strong there and then step it up. All right, let's stretch our calves, get a little bit to drink, and then we'll get into this next circuit. So for that calf stretch, use your surface to support on. So whether it's a lower chair, a table, you're gonna step one foot back, step the other foot forward, and then just think about dropping this heel down towards the floor. So just stand like a little bit of a long stance here, lift up on the toe, and then sink that heel back. You wanna feel it in like the lower calf area. It sometimes can help to like bend that knee a little bit of that trail leg, so you can extend the leg, bend the leg. Just get a nice stretch here in that lower leg. Let's hold about another 10 seconds. Very good. If you pull the belly in, we don't want to arch the back as we do so. And then when you're ready, step that back foot in. You need to rest the upper body for a second, stand tall, shake it out, and then we're going to go same thing other side, kind of coming down to a little bit of a tripod position, supporting on the hand, step that opposite foot back, and then lower that heel towards the floor. Excellent. For the upper body, just pull the chin in, try to focus right between the hands. Keeping that heel down. If you want to bend that knee a little bit of that trail leg and extend it, bend it in and extend a couple times up and down. That's great. Good. Nice, ladies. Beautiful. Yeah, there you go. And then depending upon your area, sometimes you can do both legs together, almost like an elevated down dog. If you want to step both feet back, pull the belly in, and then just kind of see what's comfortable. If you can kind of drop the hips down, lift the hips up, just move your body back and forth a little bit. You don't want to drop the hips so far forward that you arch the back, but I'm just moving up and down a little bit, sending those hips back, lowering the head down, and then gently sink forward. Good. Maybe one or two more. Sinking it back, lowering the head between the arms, and then rock it forward. Beautiful. Good. Stretches that upper body a little bit, stretches that mid back. Fantastic. All right, come on up. Let's grab a drink. If you don't have anything to step up on, do those giant steps like we warmed up with. You are doing the step ups. I'm not going to be doing the high knee with the step up. If you choose to, that's your choice. We're going to do upwards of 45 seconds on one leg. And we're going to do the version today. We're going to put the foot on the step, take the foot off the step. Pick it up, put it on, take it off. Okay, so we're all the way up, all the way off. Awesome job. All right, we're going to start here in about 10 seconds. So let's start on your non-dominant leg, left foot for most, but not for everyone. And if you are using that step, see if you can get that whole foot up there. Reaching that arm up, and 3, 2, 1, here we go. Paying attention to that knee, not letting it drop in. Come down, bring that foot off the step, and then same foot. Picking it up, placing it down, open the hip. Very good. You want to keep attention on the knee, both on the up as you drive down into that step, and then on the down as you lower back down. Watch that that knee doesn't drop in. That's the tendency. Full foot up, reach those arms out if you can. Good, I like that version, Laura. Kind of have the step behind the couch, using that chair to support the upper body a little bit. That's excellent. Good, we're over 30 seconds in, just about 10 seconds left. Good quality reps here, not so much worried about speed. Very good. After you finish that rep, go ahead and rest. In between legs, we're going to circle those hips around. So nice and smooth. We'll go about 3 to 5 times one direction. There you go. And then switch directions, 3 to 5 the other. Nice and smooth, nice and long. Through the torso, staying tall. All right, fantastic. When you're ready, we're going to go back to the step ups on the opposite foot. So if you were on your left, now you're going to be on the right. Standing nice and tall. Remember, it's going to be foot all the way on, then all the way off. When you're ready, 2, 1, here we go. Chest as tall as you can as you step up. Step back, bring the foot off the bench. Good. You can fit that full foot up on your step. Try to think about not just pushing the heel down, but also push that big toe down into your surface. Good. On that last leg, we gave a lot of attention to the knee. We don't want to take the attention off the knee, but you can also pay attention to your hips. What's going on at the hip? Sometimes as we go to step up, we tend to lose our hips out to the side. So you want to think about stabilizing. Keep everything nice and square. Good. About 10 seconds left. 1 or 2 more. Up, pull it forward, control it back and down. Excellent. Good. Standing tall. Finish that last rep and take a pause. All righty. End of round 1, we're going to head to our bench. We have our elevated mountain, not our mountain climbers, our elevated plank next. So you're going to come down to the surface, elevated surface, whether it's the couch or the chair. Place your feet just outside the hips. Pull that chin in. If this is a challenge for you, just hold this position right here. If you feel fairly stable here, we'll focus on bringing one elbow up, rowing that elbow nice and high. You got that imaginary weight there, and then the other side, pulling it up. I have seen people use a little light dumbbell, placing it down on their surface, picking it up from side to side. I'll demo that on the next 2 rounds, but for right now, holding square here. I'm a little bit elevated up on my toes, but you could certainly stay down on your heels for this as well. Pulling that shoulder blade back and down. Squeeze it in. Good. Fantastic. Couple more on each side. Whatever hand is supporting, keep a little bend in that elbow. Nice, Shirley. Good high elbow position. And 3, 2, 1, and take a pause. Walk the feet in and come on up. All right, let's give a little bit of a relief to that low back. We're going to support the low back with the hands, palms onto the small of the back. That opens the chest as well. Keep a little bend in those knees. Then we're just going to ever so gently arch and then round forward, leaning forward a little bit. Squeeze the glutes, arch the body a little, looking up towards the ceiling, and then just ever so gently bow forward. Imagine you're kind of like trying to push your back into your hands. Couple more. Squeeze the glutes, lift the chest, and then slightly round forward. Pull the belly in. Just a little mini stretch to the back. Good. Back and forward. Fantastic. All right, grab a drink, and then we're going to go back to our step. We're going to do that twice more. Okay, 15 seconds till we start. Non-dominant leg. So most of us, it's going to be your left leg. Standing nice and tall. Go ahead and put that foot all the way up there. Reach those arms straight out. If you want to challenge yourself, you could hold weights here. We're not going to demo that today. When you're ready, here you go. Drive that foot, open the hip, controlling back and down. Nice. Reaching out, up. Good. All on one foot, then the other. And we talked about how those hips can kick up when you're coming up. It can also happen on the down as well. So think about how when we practice our balance, and I'm always saying lifting up through your midline, that's going to help stabilize the joints. So it helps stabilize the hips, support the core. Good, about 10 more seconds. Reach, open, back and down. Do one more. Full foot up there, standing tall. Good job. Take a rest when you finish that step. Back to our hip circles. In between legs, 3 to 5 circles each direction. Very good. These hip circles help loosen up those muscles that we're working as we step them up. Switch directions when you're ready. You're gonna gradually circle those hips the other way. Nice. All right, round 2, second foot. So your more dominant side. Make your way back to your bench. We'll start here in about 10 seconds. Standing tall, when you're ready, place that whole foot up there. Reach the arms straight out. And 2, 1, here we go. Opposite leg, open the hip, back and down. Good, stay focused. Downward force into that support surface. standing tall and taking it back. Nice. Once you're pretty cued in on what's going on with the hips and knees, pay attention to the chest. How tall can you keep that chest as you stand through? Good. 10 seconds. Reach those arms out. Push that big toe down as well. Nice, crew. Maybe one more. You got it, Christina. Open the hip, step it back, and take a rest. Excellent job. Making your way back to your plank. If you have a surface in which you can comfortably set a weight down, you can set a weight there right between the hands. And then I'm going to pick it up on one hand, set it down, pick it up on the other hand. All righty. Place the feet about hip width apart. Make your way into position. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So it looks like this. If you want to use the weight, pick it up, set it down, and then I'll pick it up on the opposite arm. Really key here not to let those hips drop in. I'd rather see you a little bit piked with your body than arched. Excellent. Good, Shirley. High elbow position. We're trying to get those shoulder blades to sit back on the rib cage. Nice, Laura. Good. Laura, if you can, shift your hips a little bit more forward. If you're comfortable to hold a little bit more weight in the upper body. Way to not arch the back. That's 30 seconds in. Anytime you need a rest, come on off the hands. Otherwise, a couple more on each arm. Nice, smooth rhythm. Good. Last one on each. And when you're ready, rest and come on up. Woo! All right, grab your water. We're going to do a stretch for the back, and then we'll go into our third and final round. All right, this round we're going to do a little toe touch, our Jefferson curl. So feet are going to be just underneath the hips. Stand tall up out of your hips, palms on the thighs. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Pull that belly button in towards your spine, and just nice and slow, slide the hands down the legs. Don't feel like you have to see how far you can possibly reach. Just reach far enough to get a little stretch in the back side of the body. When you get to a position where you're feeling that stretch, pause there for a breath or two. And then whenever you're ready, push through your feet, tuck those hips under, and gradually make your way back up to standing. Beautiful job. Just kind of rotate your body around a little bit. Switch your body around a little bit. Anything you need to do to kind of loosen up. And then when you're ready, we're going to go one more time through, making our way back to the step or back to those giants. All right, staying patient here today. 3 rounds. This is our last time on this one. When you're ready, non-dominant leg to start. Get that foot up there. Eyes up, chest up, and 2, 1. Here we go. Open. And we've been building into this. So if you're fairly new to joining us or haven't been doing a whole lot in a while, if you tend to get sore from exercise, maybe don't go all the way through on the 3 rounds. Less is more when we're getting started or getting restarted with a movement program. Consistency is going to serve you better than a big session all at once. Just keep it in mind. Full foot onto the bench, open the hips. We're 30 seconds in, about 15 seconds left. Keep those eyes up. Awesome work. 1 or 2 more. Reaching out, standing tall, and take a pause. Great work. Hip circles in between legs. There you go. Smile as you circle those hips. Imagine we're like the little hula dancers. Got the breeze of the Hawaiian beaches blowing through the air. Reverse directions if you haven't yet. I haven't been to Hawaii. It was one of my grandmother's favorite vacations. Came back with all the seashells. All right, once you finish those hip circles, make your way back to the bench or back to your step for your final round. Dominant leg this time. All righty. 5 seconds till we start. Place that foot up there. Reach those arms out in 2, 1. Here we go. Strengthening those legs. So you can pick the feet up, go up and down the stairs, get in and out of the vehicles. All those things that life requires. and ideally to do it with as much ease as possible. That's why we put ourselves through these workouts, keep ourselves strong and independent for as long as possible. Place that foot down, drive to that stair as you pull yourself up and forward. 30 seconds done. Great work, everyone. Place that foot down, open the hips. Maybe one more. Up, stand tall, and bringing it down. Awesome job. Finish that out. Make your way to your plank row. With or without the weights. Really spread your fingers nice and wide as you come into support. Glad that did not roll onto my toes. All right, everybody, into position in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Elbow high. Row that dumbbell into your torso or just pull your hand into the torso. The whole time we're bracing through that midline, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, keeping the hips in line with the shoulders best you can. Nice smooth exhale as you pull that elbow high. That's 30 seconds. Come up anytime you need or hold on for about another 10. Excellent work. Balance yourself out. And then when you're all said and done, walk those feet in and come on up. All right, grab a drink and then let's take a seat for a moment until we go into our final circuit. We've got one more for you, but if you're like, that's kind of good for me today, just join us for this stretch and then call it a day for yourself. All right, we're gonna do our seated rotations with our shoulder rolls. So you're gonna sit nice and tall, take your left hand over to your right thigh. You either keep the feet planted or feel free if you wanna cross that right leg over. Really key here, how tall can you sit up out of your spine? And then your right hand's gonna come to the right shoulder. As you're sitting tall, pull into your right thigh, pull yourself around, peering over that shoulder, and now circular patterns with that elbow. Up and back, about 10 times. There you go. I like to roll it back, trying to train that shoulder blade to sit back. As you breathe in, try to breathe in through the nose, lengthening through your spine. As you exhale, try to maintain that length, but take a little hair farther into that rotation. 1 or 2 more. When you're ready, gradually come out of that twist. In between sides, we're gonna do our seated cat-cow positions here. So hands on the bottom of the thigh, pull the belly in, drop that head down, pulling it in towards the chest. Exhale, and then on your inhale, slide the hands up the thighs, pull the shoulders back, turn your chest towards the sky. Good, a few more of those. Slide it forward, curl in, long arms as you reach out. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. There you go, great. Couple more times. Breathe out, tuck it in. Inhale, lift. Good job. Maybe 1 or 2 more on your own. Awesome job. All right, let's finish those rotations on the opposite side of the body. So now you're going to take your right hand to the left thigh, option to cross that left thigh up and over. Make sure you're sitting as tall as you can in your chair, and then left hand to the left shoulder. At this point, you're going to rotate your body, pull into that left thigh. Rotate as far as you're confident, and then now we'll start to pivot that elbow up and down. We're trying to not just move the elbow, but imagine that whole shoulder blade moving along your torso. Try to keep it moving, give it that motion. Breathing in, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, trying to hold that length and pivot just a little bit more into that rotation. 1 more breath. And come on out. Fantastic. All right, if the water is nearby, grab a drink. We've got 1 more circuit. We're gonna practice our balance. We'll be doing our sway steps side to side. We're going back to the bench, elevated mountain climbers this time. Our burpees, where you support the hands onto the bench, reach the hands up to overhead. And then our last exercise is going to be with some weight. The heaviest weights you're comfortable to pick up and hold for our farmer's march. You can march stationary or you can march around your area. We're going to be doing it 3 times through. So join us for all 3. Maybe join us for first and third round, rest the second, however you want to do it. If you're like, I have no idea what she's talking about, you can always watch the first round as well and then join us when you're familiar. All right, when you're ready, make your way back to your feet. We're going to start with the sway. So chest nice and tall. We're going to have 30 seconds on each exercise. You're going to bring those arms out to the side. We're practicing our balance here. So pull that belly in. When you're ready, shift your weight to one side, either keeping that foot planted or if you're comfortable to come up onto one leg. In between legs, relax those arms down, swing them down, and then shift your weight. Come into that other side. Lift, pause, and then that's our movement, one side to the other. Trying to hold for a moment or two. When you get to that side, down and switch. Shoulders back and down, lifting up. Good. Maybe one more time each way. Lift, hold. Good. Yeah, there you go, Laura. Readjust. Woo, float. And set it down. Awesome. From the sway, making your way back to your plank. Mountain climbers next. So nice wide handprint. Pull that belly in. Place the hands down. We're going to walk the feet back. And now we're going to go one knee to the same side elbow. As you're doing this, midline strong. So you want to not to have a lot of shift of those hips. Ideally, no shift. Lift the knee up, set it down. Here come our dogs. The neighborhood chorus. Pull that knee up, control down. About 10 seconds left. Once you know the movement, your gaze and your eyes should be focused right between the hands. Even out the body, and then come on up. Making your way to your feet. We're going to go right into the burpees. You're going to stand up. You're going to reach up to overhead. Good. And then you come back down to your support. Step the feet back. Step the feet in. Squeeze those glutes to pull yourself up. Reach up to overhead. Good job. Back, up, squeeze the bum, and standing tall. Super. The lower you go on the support of the hands, so if you want to challenge yourself more, you can always go to a lower surface or take it all the way to the floor. Less than 10 seconds, 1 or 2 more. Great job, crew. That's it, Christina. You got it, Shirley. Reach. Nice, Laura. As you reach, watch that you don't overarch that back. Final rep. Squeeze and rest. All righty. This is our last exercise of the circuit coming up next, and it's our farmer's carry or march. So go ahead and find a weight you want to pick up. You could hold 1 weight or 2 weights. I'm going to hold 2, 1 in each hand. And now we're focused on our posture, right? So we don't want to train ourselves to be all slouched forward. The opposite of that, lifting up, pull the shoulders back, and see if you can gently turn your palms forward. And then just depending upon your energy, you can simply stand here. That's not being lazy. You're holding that posture. We're not slouching, we're standing. Or you can work some little steps here. You can step still. You can move around your space. Just make sure that you're safe, that you're not going to trip over anything. Good. 15 seconds left, and then we're going to have a break. And think about engaging through the shoulders. They tend to get pulled down, so just gently pull the shoulders up and back. Palms slightly forward, and 3, 2, 1, and take that rest. Excellent job. Set your weights down, grab a drink, and if you don't have dumbbells or specific weights, get creative. See if there's something in your house, like a bag of flour. You can hold it against your chest. All right. Take this round off if you want a little break. Otherwise, 10 seconds, we'll be back to our sway steps here. So feet about hip width apart. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Sway to one side, lift, push that big toe down, relax those arms in between sides. Woo, there goes my balance. Reset, recheck. Good, over and up. And side to side. Great job. Long lines here. Think about trying to mimic being a dancer. I never really was a dancer. My mother always wanted us to be ballerinas, and my sister and I were both softball players. Sorry, Mom. One more time each way. Up and lift, squeeze. We can learn to be graceful as we age. Last time, second side, and shake it out. And you can literally shake. Pop the body side to side. See where there's any stiffness. Shimmy the body side to side. Good. Thanks for amusing me with a little bopping side to side. Guess what's next? Our mountain climbers. So making your way back to your plank. Gonna work a little upper body here as well. Pull that belly in. Place one hand down, then the other. Walking those feet back. Nice and strong here. When you're ready, one knee towards the same side elbow. Good. And this will challenge the breathing a bit more because as you're lifting that knee up, you're compressing your diaphragm down a little bit. So I try to exhale as I lift that knee up. Blow the air out. Good job. We'll check in with your elbows. Make sure you're not hyperextended. Keeping just a little bit of a bend. Let's get out one more on each leg. When you're ready, start to make your way back up to your feet. We're gonna go right into those burpees. So as you stand up, squeeze the glutes, reach your arms overhead, and then we're gonna go up and down, placing the hands back down, stepping your feet back out, walking back up. So the burpee is essentially getting on and off the ground or on and off this elevated surface. Try to note which foot stepping back, which foot stepping up. See if you can alternate. We usually have a dominant side that will favor. So that's when we want to use this time to kind of focus in. What are our patterns? How can we adjust that? Good. One or two more. Back, up, squeeze the glutes, reach high for overhead, and take a rest. Good job. We'll take about 10 seconds. Look to find your weights. We're going back to our carry. Maybe you don't have even weights. You could hold them at your sides. You could also hold a weight right underneath your chin if you wanted to hold like a bag of flour, something that's around your house, you know, like some cookbooks or something. All right, we're marching or holding. Breathing, staying tall. Very good. If you have the weights at your side, check in with your hands. If the palms are rotated back, see if you can turn them slightly forward. That's going to help the position of the shoulders. Very nice. And 3, 2, 1, and take that rest. Excellent job. Find that water bottle. We have one more round if you have the energy to keep moving with us. If your body says, I think I might be good for the day, take a rest. We'll do a couple more stretches at the end. So if you can, hang out. Otherwise, this will be our final round. All right, back to our sway. Set those feet, standing tall. Go ahead and bring those arms out to the side. And when you're ready, shift the weight to one side, lifting up to those hips, elongating through the spine, relaxing down, raise the other way. Awesome job. Try to smile as you do this. Make it playful. Breathe in, switch sides, exhale, lift. Nice and graceful, good. Maybe one more time each way. Up and lift. Down and across and relax. Excellent job. Alrighty. Final round of mountain climbers. Make your way to your bench or your couch, your countertop. Place one hand down, then the other. Go ahead and walk those feet back. Watch that you don't let those hips drop down. And when you're ready, one knee towards the same side elbow and alternating sides. Pull that chin in, looking straight down between the palms. Try to have as little shift in the hips as possible. So you're using that lower abdomen, pulling the belly in, stabilizing. Good, 10 seconds. And remember what we get to do next. We go right into those burpees. And 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, step it up, squeeze the glutes, and reach for overhead. Try not to arch that back. Great work. Step one foot back, then the other. Squeeze that bum as you come up to the top. Great work. There you go. Good, Shirley. Got it, Christina. Smart, Laura. Listening to the body. Woo. One or two more. We have 10 seconds. Good, strong support. And last one If you're done, just pause for a moment and rest. All right, if you feel like you have some energy to join us, this will be our last exercise. Everyone can come back in for the carry. All righty, when you're ready, chest up, shoulders back, palms slightly forward, either little steps or big steps, depending upon your comfort level. As you lift your knee, try to think about lifting your foot as well. So instead of letting that foot be kind of droopy, lift the foot, lift the toes. Yep, and remember to check in. We don't want to have that low posture. So pull those shoulders back. Rotate those palms forward. Beautiful. 20 seconds left. Good, Shirley. That's great. Eyes up. Nice rhythm, Christina. There you go. Woo. And everybody's done in 3, 2, 1, and set those weights down. Great work. Give yourself a little mini round of applause. All righty. Let's make our way to the chair. Nice work. If your water's close by, keep that hydration going. Another drink. And then we're going to do some stretching. So we're going to do that seated rotation again, a little bit different version. So we're going to still focus on the rotation. I'm going to take the elbow and shoulder out of it this time. So hand to one side and either grab the chair, grab the back of the seat. If you have a handle here, you can push into that. Sit tall, breathe, and just rotate the head. So just want you to focus on the spine and not so much the shoulder. Stay long, stay tall, lifting the chest, turning the head. Let's go 3 more breaths here. In through the nose and gently out through the mouth. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, gently rotate. 1 more. And when you're ready, gradually come on out. Good, we're gonna repeat that cat-cow positioning that we did on the last time we did our stretch in between sides. So hands on the knees, pull that belly in, rounding forward first. Exhale as you round down. Slide the hands up the thighs, roll those shoulders back, and lift the chest towards the sky on that inhale. Good, exhale, slide, chin in, looking down. Inhale, lift. Good, 2 more. And last one. Fantastic. All right, we got to balance out the body. We need to twist the other direction. So remember, we're using the chair as much as we can, the handle, the seat, feet flat, sitting tall. Bring the hand to the opposite thigh, and then the opposite hand can grab onto the chair, push on the handle, grab onto the back. Just work that twist. Really key here, check in with that posture. Lift the chest, turn the head and torso. Breathing in through the nose. Gently out through the mouth. Couple more. Last one. Nice deep breath in and exhale out. Very good. Coming back to center. All righty, let's give the head and neck a little bit of attention here next. If it's comfortable to go palm up, otherwise just keep the arm at the side. Think about bringing that shoulder back and down. Sit tall, pull the chin in towards the chest, and then bring your chin. If this is your right hand, you have that shoulder pinned back. Pull your chin in and bring the chin towards your left collarbone. Just doing that, I start to feel a little bit of a stretch in my trap. And if you want to use the hand, you can take your left hand and just very, very gently, you can encourage that chin towards your left collarbone. And as well, release when you're ready. Same thing, other side. Sitting tall, if you want to anchor that palm down, you can, but just think about traction the shoulder back and down. Chin towards the chest, and then gently turn the head, bringing the chin towards your right collarbone this time. If you want to use the fingertips, ever so gently, a little bit of overpressure. Think about traction that left shoulder down. and release there. Very good. Coming back to center, a couple more here, and we'll call it a day. We're gonna give a little bit more rotation, this time to the mid-back. So we're gonna do our hand behind the head, pull the belly in. You'll bring your elbow towards that opposite thigh as close as you can, and then sit tall. Now you can use your right hand on the inside, or left hand on the inside. Golly, this would be your right hand. It's my left on the inside of your right knee. Sit tall, and then turn your body once again on that exhale. 3 to 5 of these. Breathe in, curl it down, sit tall, and gently rotate. Good. Maintain that ability to turn the head, whether you do or don't drive, whether you do have cameras in your car or not. We still want to be able to turn the body and look over that shoulder. Good. When you're ready, let's balance it out. Same thing, other side. Sit tall, pull that belly in as you reach across. And then now it would be your left hand. You could gently give a little overpressure on the inside of the left knee. Try to pause in that rotated position, turning the head, taking a moment to get the most out of that rotation. Good. 1 or 2 more. Fantastic. Alrighty, when you finish there, we're gonna come back to the head and neck. We're gonna go chin towards the chest, looking down, then looking up. Feel free to close those eyes, especially if you're outside with the sunshine. Good, twice more, option of a light overpressure, so looking down again. If you give the overpressure, fingertips very lightly on top of the head. And then as we look up, you can choose to cross your hands over your chest. You're just looking to pull the skin down a little bit as you look up. You're tractioning that skin to help stretch the front of the neck. Very good. One more time each way. Sit tall, chin to the chest. Light fingertips if you'd like. Do shorter holds on the neck stretches, and then last time looking up. Excellent. And then our final one for the head and neck will be our rotations, just of the neck. So I'm going to sit tall, turn my head in one direction, see how far I can look over that shoulder. So turn the eyes as well. And then back to center and second side. Stay tall. Turn the head, looking over the other way, turning the eyes. Very good. We're going to go twice more each way. Option of a light overpressure this time. So as I turn the head, I could take 2 fingers up on the cheekbone. So not on the jaw, over on the cheek. Just gently encouraging that rotation. And then back to center. Second time, second side. Cheekbone, little overpressure. Good job, and last time. First side, turn, eyes are looking in that direction as well. A little bit of overpressure if you choose. Release, and third and final time, turn the head, lightly encouraging that rotation, and release when you're ready. Very good. From here, it's free flow for you. Feel what feels good. You could rotate the head around, shimmy in your chair, get up out of the chair. You know, use these classes as an ability to learn something new, but then see if you cannot wait till the whole time until you come back to another class before you just give your body some love, give your body some gentle movements. And definitely don't wait till you come to class to drink some water. Stay hydrated, enjoy some good meals, and we hope to see you next time.